YouTube and Snapchat and rumbling fuckers. Welcome back to another fresh out of the box installment of your favorite internet sensation with libation, the Friday wrap-up. And speaking of libations, I want to tip my hat to today's libation. I am drinking a Tipsy Arnold Palmer. Now, in case you don't know what an Arnold Palmer is, if you just fucking landed on planet Earth, an Arnold Palmer is when you can't decide if you want lemonade or iced tea, so you combine the two. It's named after a famous golfer, Arnold Palmer. Apparently, he was very indecisive when it came to his soft drinks. That being said, I can't say this is a Tommy original, because I'm sure there are versions of this cocktail flying around, but we'll call it a Tommy semi-original. This is my riff on a Tipsy Arnold Palmer. So what I did was I took about two and a half shots of my favorite vodka, which is Tito's. Poured that over some ice. To that, I added a half a shot of Cointreau. Then you fill the rest of the glass halfway up with iced tea, the rest up with lemonade. Give it a good stir, and there you go. Azalu, to drink up and be somebody. Now that is refreshing. In about 2-3 of those, and you'll definitely be feeling tipsy. So, it's 4th of July weekend, kids. We made it to another one. And you know what that means? For the next 4 fucking days, it's going to sound like Mariupol over here. Okay? Listen, I don't mind fireworks. Okay? It's nice. 4th of July. I get it. But there's no reason why we got to have fucking 4 days of fireworks up to the 4th of July, then maybe another week and a half after that. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay? Listen. I mean, I don't get fucking crazy over fire. Like, people go, oh my God, it's fireworks. There's been fireworks at the beach for the last fucking week and a half, right? You've seen them once, you've seen them all. I mean, kids get a kick out of it, I guess. I'll look up 2-3 times. All right, that's nice. It's fucking glowing gunpowder. Big fucking deal, right? But, over here, again, if I go see a fireworks show, fine. But over here, I mean, none of these stoned out motherfuckers over here are the goddamn Grucci brothers, but yet they'll be lighting fucking fireworks off for the next week and a half. Firecrackers, all kinds of bullshit. It just drives me fucking nuts. That's all I'm saying. Speaking of stoned, no, I'm not. But ever since they fucking legalized pot, every fucking time I walk outside the house, it's all I fucking smell. Every place I fucking go, I'm always smelling weed. The other day, I'm driving down Sunrise Highway, right? And it was nice. It wasn't hot. It was nice and cool. I had the windows down. I was in the truck. I'm driving down Sunrise, and by the time I got to the next fucking light, I had a contact high. It's all I smelled, going all the way down fucking Sunrise Highway through Rockville Center. It's fucking pot. Anyway, I've been getting a lot of questions about, my mother, okay, the Marie Barone update. I told you guys about 2 months ago she was in a rehab center. Not for heroin, because she fell and she thinks she hurt herself. She didn't. So, just to give you guys an update, she's still in the fucking rehab center. Now, she's supposed to have come home about 7 or 8 times already, and every time a discharge date comes up, something happens. Just either she falls again, or she tells them her back hurts, or she tells them her fucking hand hurts, or they gotta send her for this, or send her for... Every fucking day, it's something else. So she was supposed to come home today, actually. So yesterday I was talking to the social worker. And, just going through the discharge. And I asked this fucking simple, innocent question. Actually, I was being sarcastic. I said, can she walk? There was silence on the phone. I'm like, hello? Did you hear what I said? She goes, yeah. She goes, come to think of it, I've never seen her walk. I said, wait, what the fuck you mean you never seen her walk? She says, well, I've always seen her in a wheelchair. I said, wait a minute. I said, the whole purpose of her being there is that you just get her up and you get her walking, you get her back on a fucking routine. I said, so she's not walking? She said, you know what, I have to check with the physical therapist. Can I call you back? I said, okay. So the whole staff calls me. Like an hour later, they said, yeah, your mom hasn't walked in about a week. I said, the fuck are you talking about? She hasn't walked in a week. I said, not for nothing. I can't pick her up and take her home if she can't fucking walk. There's 4 steps going into the house, and she goes, well, doesn't she have a home health care aide? I said, what are you talking about? The social worker goes, she said she's a home health care aide. I said, oh, she does? My mother's fucking lying to these people to get out of the fucking, imagine this shit. I said, she don't have any fucking home health care aide. She lives alone? I said, yeah. She goes, no, she told us she doesn't live alone. I said, well, if she's got a fucking roommate, it's news to me. Somebody owes me fucking rent. Okay? No roommate. There's nobody that lives there. She lives by herself, right? I mean, granted, I'm like around down the fucking block, but still. I said, hold on a second. I said, no. There's steps. She needs to. I said, it's not wheelchair accessible. You motherfuckers got to get her up and walk. And they said, well, she refuses. I said, I don't give a fuck if she refuses. Tip the wheelchair over. I said, imagine this shit. And then the social worker says, well, she says she can walk. I said, yeah, she'll also tell you she can fucking tap dance and swim. I said, but that doesn't actually mean she can. I said, you throw her in a fucking pool, she's going to drown. Okay? I said, I can't pick her up until you fucking get her up and walk. Imagine this shit. Oh, my God. So that was my fucking face turned purple. I was enraged. Enraged. This simple question. Thank God I fucking asked the stupid ass. Thank God I'm a smart ass and I asked the stupid question. I thought it was being funny. It gave me a fucking an embolism. Anyhow, so the interim, I've been paying all her fucking bills. I'm a good son. So, like all her personal shit, credit cards, all this on the book. What the fuck? So, I had a fucking 45-minute argument with American Express. I fucking hate American Express. Matter of fact, I canceled my American Express card about 20 years ago because they fucking pissed me off. They haven't gotten any better. So I call up American Express to pay her card. I says, listen, not for nothing. I said, but I want to pay the card over the phone. They said, well, we can't do that. I said, what are you talking about? She said, well, you're not the account holder. I said, I understand I'm not the account holder. Well, we can't give you any information. I said, I'm not asking for any information. I got the fucking bill in front of me. I got all the information I need. Okay? I said, I just want to pay it off. They said, well, we can't take the payment. I said, what? Why? Well, you have to authorize a bank to... I said, hold on a second. I said, let me see if I fucking understand this. I said, if I was an American Express holder and some kind stranger called up and they wanted to pay my fucking card off, you're not going to let them? She says, well, we can't do that. I says, let me tell you something. Somebody wants to give you money, you fucking take it. I said, what difference does it make who the fucking person paying the goddamn card is? They wouldn't take my money. Disgraziata. I called another credit card company of ours. Tried to pay that one off. Same fucking bullshit. I said, what the fuck is this world coming to? Let me tell you something, okay? If somebody out there wants to just pay my credit card bills or any other bills to me, feel free, okay? If someone gives you a hard time, let me know. I'll authorize anything you need. Imagine this shit. Imagine banks that don't want to take money. What the fuck is happening, okay? Here's some good news. You guys know I'm a big fan of Channel 12, okay? Channel 12 News, it delights me. But there's this one girl on Channel 12 News, Alicia DeStefano. And I mentioned her a couple of weeks ago on the show. Her and her husband opened up a restaurant in Point Lookout. This woman's face and her voice enrages the fucking shit out of me. It actually makes her voice makes me more homicidal than usual, okay? Especially when I hear her first thing in the morning. Well, good news is she's fucking leaving Channel 12. I don't know what the fuck she's doing. Maybe she's doing restaurant business full time. I have no idea. Goodbye. Take care. Don't come back. Some bad news, however. Sonny Barger died today. Actually, yesterday. Yesterday it was. Okay, he was. Now, for those of you who don't know who Sonny Barger is, and I would imagine there's a lot of you that don't, he was one of the founding members of the Oakland chapter of the Hells Angels. He was actually a consultant on Sons of Anarchy. He was even on Sons of Anarchy for a couple of episodes. He played Lenny the Pimp, the guy with the throat kazoo. Yeah, he actually had the fucking, because in real life, he died of cancer. He was 83 years old. And this guy wrote, he's a little fucking mental. He wrote his own obituary. And the day he died, it hit Facebook. Take a look. He basically says, yeah, if you're reading this, I'm dead kind of thing. Listen, he wasn't exactly a fucking saint. He was a notorious outlaw. But, hey, listen, not everybody's perfect. So, I didn't know the guy personally. So, but Sonny, rest in peace. Well, fireworks, geese, and frozen frogs. Away we go, kids. All right, on your Hochul hoedown. Well, surprise, surprise. The gubernatorial primaries were this week, and Kathy Hochul won the Democratic primary for governor. That just means she's the Democratic candidate running for governor. Lee Zeldin, former congressman, actually I think he's not a former congressman, he's currently a congressman, won the Republican primary, which is good. There was two Republicans running for gubernatorial primary in the Republican Party. It was Lee Zeldin and Giuliani's kid, Andrew Giuliani. In case you remember him, he was a little fat kid that was picking his nose when his father was being inaugurated as mayor of New York. He worked as an aide for Trump. He seemed like he was on the level, but I don't think he was right for governor. I think we made the right choice with Lee Zeldin. I sincerely hope that everybody in fucking New York wakes up when it comes time to elect the governor in November and elects this fucking guy and not this train wreck fucking Hochul, okay? Who was a runner-up. She was a consolation prize after fucking Cuomo was done playing tune in Tokyo. I think we've had enough for Democrats in New York. I mean, it ain't going so well. In case you haven't known, take a look around. Go take a walk in fucking anywhere in the 5 boroughs, okay? After 8 o'clock at night. Let me know how that works out for you, you fucking retards. Anyhow, get your tickets out, kids. We're about to hop onto that maniacal magical express at the mayhem and fuckery. The crazy train's about to leave the station. All aboard! Woo-hoo! First stop, New York City. Well, here's a fucking news flash for you. Mayor motherfucker finally decided to take a ride on the subway. And he's shocked by the amount of crime in New York City, especially in the subways. So he's vowed to clean it up. I mean, the guy's been in office for what? Over 6 months now? And he's just realizing New York is an absolute fucking shitstorm, okay? It's a fuck show. He just came to that realization. Nothing gets past no Hawkeye. Anyhow, so like I said, he's vowed to clean up the subway. You remember a couple of weeks ago I mentioned he first ordered the NYPD to lock up the notorious churro lady in Brooklyn, right? Okay. Now, after his little ride on the subway and he came to the realization New York is spiraling out of control, he ordered the arrest of the diabolical subway saxophone player of Herald Square, Jazz Agilo. His crime? Playing the saxophone in the 34th Street station in Herald Square with dancing animatronic cats. That's right. Take a look.
For this reason, I'm not committing any crime. I'm not committing any crime. I'm a musician. I'm performing music. Help me. Yeah. I'm not doing anything wrong. Help me! I'm not doing anything wrong! Leave me alone! Officer! Why are you arresting me? Why? What did I do wrong? I'm a musician! Please help me! I got 4 autistic children! I got 4 autistic children!
I know. I shouldn't laugh. sort of say. I mean, I think that was half the NYPD that took this guy down. For fuck's sake, dude. I mean, get a hold of yourself, Jazz. Take your pinch like a man. Stop screaming like a little bitch. Okay? I love how he started screaming. He had 4 autistic kids. As soon as they cuffed him, I got 4 autistic kids. I got 4 autistic kids. I should try that if I ever get pinched again. If you noticed, the cats were still dancing as he was screaming. There was one cat that was just shaking its butt like that. And, you know, just like that, Mayor motherfucker's hard stance on subway crime. New York City's a little bit safer. Never mind those crazy bastards that'll push you in front of a train while you're waiting on the platform patiently, or run past you and smash you in the face with shit, okay? Or shoot you while you're on the train reading the paper going to work, or the homeless people that are pissing on the seat next to you, or the other fucking homeless people that take an actual bath in front of you on the train in a fucking kiddie pool. Don't worry about them. If you sell churros, or you play music and make cats dance, you're going to jail, motherfucker. Okay? There'll be no joy in the subway in the morning, as long as Mayor motherfucker's on the job. Next stop, the Hamptons. So, if you ever gone out to the Hamptons in the summer, okay? Especially on a Friday, you leave. And there's no real I mean, you leave at any fucking given time on a Friday to go out to the... Matter of fact, any fucking day of the week in the summer to go out to the Hamptons. It's... I mean, from here to... Maybe like 2 hours door to door from here to the Hamptons, right? But unless I'm leaving at 4 o'clock in the morning, if I left like now, it would take me probably 9 hours. Because the fucking traffic is just ridiculous. Because it's one way in, one way out. So the rich New Yorkers are getting tired of sitting in traffic in the car on Sunrise Highway, so they're now opting for bladder surgery and Botox to reduce the frequency to pee. Okay? So they don't have to make pit stops and take a piss on the side of fucking Sunrise. Imagine this shit. It's nice to have money. Okay? So rather than just pull over and take a fucking leak on the side of the highway, these assholes are opting for like prostate surgery to shrink your prostate so you don't have to pee so much, and Botox in the bladder for ladies so it reduces the, I guess, the frequency or the urgency to take a piss. You know what? I hope all these people explode from urination. Okay? That's what I hope. I hope they're driving along without the urgency, and it'll just boom! And you just see like an explosion of yellow piss in their fucking Mercedes Benzes. This is what people waste their fucking money on. This is why we're in trouble, kids. Guarantee you all these fucking people voted wrong. Okay, next stop, Iowa. Okay, we're going to go... Okay, so here's a state that we haven't visited yet. At least I don't think we have. So a woman goes to the supermarket to buy ice cream. Okay, like Blue Bunny ice cream. Takes it home. Gets ready to have some, gives it to a kid. Kid opens the container, pulls back the plastic, and this is what they found. Okay, she found a fucking frozen frog in the ice cream, and right next to it, in case you can see, there's an insect, and then you see like insect legs. This was purchased at the Hy-Vee supermarket somewhere in fucking Iowa. I mean, could you? I can't even fucking fathom this. I don't think I would ever eat fucking ice cream again. I think I would be traumatized by that. You get your ice cream home, you get over, especially when you get it back from the supermarket, because the top is just so nice and soft, and you can scoop it. It's nice and melty, it's cold, and it's nice. And you peel it back, and all of a sudden you see a fucking frozen frog, a frogsicle, in the fucking ice cream. Now Blue Bunny is denying that this happened while it was being packaged, but listen, if it was sealed under the plastic, the insect must have gotten in, the frog followed it in, all of a sudden, plastic covered it, the lid went on, and off it went into the freezer. Okay? I mean, it's not rocket science. It's totally their fucking fault. Okay? what are you gonna... What can you call this ice cream? Ribbit Ripple, Kermit Cream, Hopscotch Butterscotch. Son of oh God, oh my. I swear to God, I probably would have went back to the fucking supermarket and just, I would have had to kill somebody to make myself feel better. I would have had to beat the manager to death with the fucking quart of ice cream or something. I just, not that it's his fault, but somebody would have had to catch a beating. Okay? Anyway, next stop, Canada. I don't think we've been to Canada either. So from Iowa, we're going to go north now. All right, so a woman named Kate Oakley, take a look, very pretty young lady, right? Well, she has a pet goose named Frankie. You know how I feel about these fucking birds, right? Ducks and geese. Geese are just a bigger, dumber cousin of fucking ducks. They're evil, just like the duck, okay? I don't, why you would have this fucking thing as a pet just doesn't sit right in my head, okay? They're vicious. They're vicious creatures. Anyhow, so she has a pet goose named Frankie. And she saved the goose from being killed by a fucking eagle. I guess this happens in Canada. While she's breastfeeding her baby. Take a look. So this woman ran out of her house, fucking naked. I mean, she's in her underwear, breastfeeding a kid, okay? Her ass cheeks hanging out, tits are flying everywhere. Chases off the eagle, and this was captured on her Ring cam. This whole and her fucking husband. What kind of husband is this? He goes and he puts this shit on fucking social media. Here's your wife running out of the house, basically fucking naked, okay, carrying a kid like a football, fucking tit smacking a kid in the head, okay, chasing a fucking eagle away. Just let it take the fucking goose. You can get another one. Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, could you imagine being this broad's neighbor? Like, you look out the window and there she is streaking down the driveway. The poor baby. Just trying to suckle on a tit. Not go for a fucking jog. It got like a face full of fucking areola. Okay? I mean, and listen, I mean, hey, she's a good looking broad. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing her running across the fucking lawn naked, but I'm just saying, okay? That's the kind of fucking retards that are out there, up there in Canada. Anyhow. Next stop, Florida. You guys remember last summer? There was that whole thing about Brian Laundrie and that girl Gabby Petito that he killed, and you know everybody. I mean, it was a terrible thing, it was a tragic thing, and I even covered it on the show a couple times. Well, anyway, this week they released his notebook, okay, that they found when they found his body, and even though it was waterlogged, they were still able to make it out. About 6 or 7 pages. You could Google this. Basically, he just confessed to what happened, and here's the Reader's Digest version. I mean, it wasn't a malicious kill. Like everyone thought he was abusive and he just killed her, and for whatever, they all kinds of speculation. Well, basically what had happened was they were hiking. This was actually a mercy kill in his eyes. I mean, listen, I'm not defending this kid. He's a fucking idiot, okay? But he's not a scumbag, like I had said. So I'm going to walk that back. See, when I'm wrong, I say, I don't think the kid was a scumbag. He's just a fucking moron. Either way, I would have never I told you he looked stupid. Okay, I said it when I reported this a while back. He looked stupid. I would have never let my fucking daughter date this guy. But anyhow, that's neither here nor there. So what had happened was they were hiking in that park that they found her in, and it was in the dark. They went on a hike and they come. This is what I mean by hiking. People who fucking hike are just begging to get killed, right? So she fell and she sustained a head injury. He said she had a lump on her forehead, and she was in pain and she couldn't walk. She couldn't describe exactly. My guess is she probably had a fucking concussion. Maybe she broke something, and I think she had early onset hypothermia because she was racked with pain. She might have been a little bit princessy and just a little bit extra. Which, hey, she's a girl. I get it. That's fine. I'm not knocking it. But anyhow, bottom line is she was in a lot of pain. She was begging for the pain to stop. He didn't know what to do. Built the fire. He was trying to keep her warm. She was shaking. She was hurting. She was screaming. So he decided that choking her was the merciful way of putting her out of her misery, and realized he made a mistake. Hello? And that's what led to all of this. And then he basically shot himself, and he said, look, her family, I'm sure, wants to kill me. I can't live without her. I love her, and it was a mistake. I didn't want to see her in pain. I wanted to help. Okay. Like I said, kid was a fucking idiot. But hopefully the family can get some closure out of it. It wasn't a malicious kill. It was done, I guess you could say out of love. I don't know. So there's that. I just wanted to clear the air on that one, because I was the first one to fucking say this kid should have got dragged through the fucking weeds and mauled and murdered and all that other bullshit. But see, like I said, once in a blue moon. All right, next stop, Los Angeles. Jodie Sweetin, little Stephanie Tanner from Full House, okay, who has some magnificent tanners, if you ask me, was thrown across a highway by the LAPD while protesting the Roe versus Wade decision. Take a look. They fucking just, I don't know what the fuck. First of all, these idiots, they blocked the fucking highway, right? In California. Now, listen. I have to say this. There's a lot, I don't go too deep into this whole abortion thing, because honestly, it's a personal choice. Everybody has their own take on it. Listen, yeah, it is what it is. Let's face it. But sometimes there's certain reasons why people do it, and I don't necessarily disagree with all of those reasons. Some of them I do, some of them I don't. Like, if you're a victim of rape or something, or it's just not feasible, whatever the case may be. Okay, because, I look at it this way. At some point, one of these unaborted fetuses is going to grow up and try to rob me. So, to each their own on that one. But here's what this fucking Roe versus Wade decision simply means. Okay, it's not a constitutional right. Okay, that's what they're protesting. The fact that that would be like saying it's a constitutional right to kill people for being fucking stupid too. All they did was they took it from the federal level and they made it a state law, like it was before. So there are some states that it's legal in, like all the blue states, California, New York, Connecticut, Jersey, all of that shit. So basically, all the states that have the protesters in are all blue states, and all these states, it's fucking legal. So if you're in a red state and you need to have an abortion, you just drive to a fucking it's not complicated, okay? So, like, if I was in, like, fucking Delaware, okay, and I needed an abortion and it ain't legal there, I could drive to New Jersey. And boom, there you go. Right? It's not complicated. So the media is completely misleading everybody. Everybody's saying, oh, women are being singled out as not having rights. Please, it's all drama. It's all bullshit. So these morons in a state where it's legal decide to block a fucking highway because there's not enough traffic in Los Angeles and protest. I don't know where Stephanie Tanner was going to, okay? With her nice tanners. I don't know where she was climbing up the side of the highway and some LAPD cop grabbed her and just fucking flung her like a rag doll. She didn't get hurt. She got right up. You saw her. She put her hat back on her head. Started yelling, no justice, no peace. These fucking retards don't even know what they're doing. Now, my question is, every single one of them has a backpack filled. Where are they going with these backpacks? They're fucking what's in them? Like, why are they so big? What the fuck are you carrying to a protest? Like, do you not plan on going home? Like, what? Even little Stephanie Tanner had like a fucking backpack that you can stuff a midget in? Like, I don't get it. What's in there? What do you have in your backpacks? That's my question. All right, kids, your sports update. The whole world is just stupid. All right, so Yankees start their series against Cleveland tonight at 7:10. The Mets play the Rangers tonight at 7:10, also a 3-game series. And the Phillies and the Cards start their series tonight at 6:05. NHL, well, I called it. Colorado beat Tampa to become the Stanley Cup champs last Sunday. Fucking told you that was going to happen. Although, if my Rangers were playing the Avalanche, I'm pretty fucking sure that they would be hoisting the Stanley Cup over at Madison Square Garden. The only reason they fucking lost that last game because it was a bullshit call. That goal was interference, and I'll fucking stand by that until I'm dead. But it's all right. It's water under the bridge now. Is what it is. There's always next year, right? All right, kids. On what the fuck is that? We're going to talk about fart blossoms. So, what? People go, is that a flower? Is it pretty? No, here's what a fart blossom basically is, okay? It's like when you have a lot of gas, you built up. You take a nice juicy fart, you cup it in your hand, and you throw it at people. It's like a little blossom in the face. Like you go, you used to do this all the time. Listen, you got a girl that you've been with for a long time. You really love them. That's how you show some love. Either that or you hotbox them. But, that's what a fart blossom is. There you go. So, kids, if you're bored this weekend, you got nothing to do. It's supposed to rain. Just fart blossom people. Hey, walk through the mall and do it, All right, on Right or Racist. In a 2013 survey conducted by the Pew Research Center, it shows that only 14% of Jewish people marry a non-Jewish spouse, most likely Italian. Well, that's right. It's actually much higher than that. Try 44%, and the percentage is trending upward with each passing decade. I guess they can't get enough of that a nice big Italian Zazic, eh? All right, kids, your PSA. Let's get serious on this now. Okay? Listen, pandemic's over. Okay? COVID was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I lost count. People are still wearing masks. But what the fuck? People who wear masks inside, outside, they're outside in the fresh air. See people walking their dogs, even to this day, still wearing a fucking mask. Or they're inside wearing a mask. Or they're alone in their car wearing a mask. What is your fucking mental malfunction? Okay, how people is fucking stupid? Still. Okay? What are you afraid of? First of all, when I see them indoors, half of these fucking people, they wear the mask around their neck. Like they gotta have it with them, like a security blanket. Or they got it like this. Over there, like their upper lip and their nose. You say, what the fuck are you doing? Your whole life is a shamble. Okay, they all voted wrong and helped wreck the fucking country. You know that. It's like you're wearing your stupidity like a fucking flag. For Independence Day this year, my suggestion is we tie these fucking momos to a tree, soak their masks in gasoline, and shoot fucking fireworks at them. Happy fucking 4th of July, kids. Stay COVID-less, no mask, don't ask, haters can kiss my ass, and remember, who loves you, babe? It's been your Friday wrap-up, and I'll see you when I see you. Salud.